It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah Word of the Day, and today's word is...
Well, there are several Utah words in today's presentation as Denver talks to his father, the mayor of Mona, Utah, Don Criddle, about the famous Clement Moore Christmas poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
I got some questions about Christmas and about Santa Claus.
Now, I already told you, son, Santa Claus will not bring you a bump stock for Christmas, no matter how many letters you send him.
Oh, I'm over that, Daddy. But I do have some questions about this whole Santa Claus thing in general. So I was reading this poem the night before Christmas. Now, how can this be true? First off, it says that them kids was in bed with visions of sugar plums dancing in their head. What's a sugar plum, and how can they dance?
Well, son, you see, it's like this. Back in the day, they didn't have all of that nice candy that you have. The kids just had plums, and they dipped them in sugar to make them seem like they was candy.
Yeah.
As to the dancing port, well, I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, so Dad, the dad in this poem, who's wearing some kind of cap,
Yeah.
tears up the curtains and sees this little miniature Santa Claus, and sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer and stuff, and they whomp upon the roof of the house. So is Santa Claus like a little person? Because down to the mall, he's a full-size adult.
Well, I think he has to use his magical powers to make himself little to get down the chimney.
Okay. Well, how about this? It says here, the stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. Santa Claus is a smoker? Daddy, he's going against the Lord if he's a smoker.
Son, I don't think it was tobacco. I think that pipe had medicine in it. It was medicinal smoke that encircled his head.
Oh, he had a pipe full of that stuff from the dispensary. Oh, well, that makes some sense then. Now, it says he puts his finger on his nose, and then up the chimney he floats. Is that like a hallucination or something?
That's right, son. That's how he works to get presents to the whole world.
All right. I think I'm going to go write one more letter to him and see if I can't get that bump stock after all.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah Word of the Day.
The Utah word of the day with humor too low to mention. Too low to mention.
I don't want Denver to have a bump stock. That's
Santa Claus won't
trouble.
bring him a bump stock.
I'll get me a bump stock one of these days. Tell you right now.
I don't
They're going to be available at Walmart anytime soon now.
Or
think.
maybe you can 3D print one, Denver. Maybe
Oh,
you
I
can
didn't
make
think
your
about
own. So that's what you need to do. Ask Santa for a 3D printer.
I'm not sure Denver knows what a bump stock is. Really.
Will that printer only print a 3D?
A 3D?
Yeah,
Because it's a 3D printer. What?
It prints a 3.
I want a bump stock printer is what
That's
I
right.
need.
Yeah. Because
I
the
need one
3D
of
printer
those.
just prints a 3 and a D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with that?
I don't know what people do with that, but
Sell it to the movie theater, I suppose.
see, he doesn't know. He has no idea. No idea. I was really tired when I wrote that. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's just better that Denver doesn't have any idea.
Yes, it is.
If he had ideas, we'd be in trouble.
I know that's the way I've always conceived of the character. He has no idea about anything.
Exactly. And that's just for the better for everyone.
Totally clueless.
Absolutely.